Hi everyone, we are going to go ahead and we are going to talk a little bit about how to go ahead and how to get some of this data so that you know exactly what to go ahead and to plug into your computer, as the expectation is that you will be able to print out a few graphs. So what I did was to make up some data so that I can go over some of the graphs that you guys have to produce. So the first part is to go ahead and to do averages and standard deviation, which you all have already done, but this is just a quick reminder. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to put an equal sign and then you're going to write average, should come up, and then you're going to select the cells that you're going to make an average out of and click enter. And then you're going to do the same thing for standard deviation, except you're going to go standard dev A and you select the same cells and you go ahead and you do that. So I'm going to do this just for the Northwest one. I'm going to compare mouse and bird. You guys might have to compare something different, but remember the purpose is for me to just show you how to go ahead and how to do some of this stuff on Excel. So that you are familiar with it and you are able to go ahead and to create your own graphs on Excel. So when you do this, again, you just plug in each of those formulas, select the cells that you are going to focus on, and click enter. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a bar graph comparing mouse and bird averages. And I'm going to have my error bars made up of my standard deviation values, and I'm going to show you exactly how to go ahead and how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight this, and I'm going to insert a bar graph. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose these two because I want a bar for mouse and a bar for bird. So I have something like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click format. And I see all of this. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to see how these two series are connected to each other. I'm essentially going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of make them not connected anymore because I do not want the error bars to appear on both of them, and that's a very common mistake, is that your standard deviation bars appears on both of them and you're like, oh shoot, I can't change it. Well, the way to change it is that we have to add a new field, and I am just going to click one of these bars on here. So I'm going to click the second one, and that's going to be series 2. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to label it, and you see that now my bar looks very funky, but that's okay. So I'm just going to label that bird, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change this one so that it is just mouse, and then I'm going to check that. I'm going to edit the name so I know exactly what it is. Mouse. Okay, perfect. Right. Now I have two separate bars and I have a legend. Cool. Right. I am now going to go ahead and I'm going to add my error bars. So I have to go ahead and format these things. And looking at mouse, I'm going to add a vertical error bar. Now the standard is to go ahead and to add a standard error. You do not want that. And I know it's a standard deviation here, but I will tell you, like, half the time that doesn't work. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to pick fixed value. And when you click fixed value, what you are going to put for your value is actually this number right here. So usually you would have to copy that ahead of time. So I'm going to have to select my chart again. I am going to go ahead and format series. I have my mouse that is picked up, vertical error bar, going to change that value to what I have over here, and then I can go ahead and just click on any one of these. I want both. I want cap, fixed value, and you will see that your error bar has appeared on there, and you can totally change the color so that the error bar is a different color, whatever you want to do. So you'll see that I can change it to green if I want to. Probably, usually you'll change it to red, so that it's clearly visible. So you have something like that, and that goes ahead and that shows that. So we're going to do that one more time for our bird. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Click on that table. I'm going to go ahead and go to my bird series. Again, turn on that error bar. I don't want standard error. Again, I want a fixed value. I am going to go ahead and copy paste the value. And that one should be fine as black. So I go ahead and I have that. So you see that I have this, and then I'm going to title this. Again, just important that you title describes what we are going to go ahead and be seeing on here. So my title is going to be North West Pellets Bird and Mouse Average. Okay, so I have that nice deal. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my horizontal and vertical axes. Tick marks, label position. I'm going to go ahead and have those things. That looks good, looks good. I'm going to make sure that I have my titles, my legends. So under the axes, to go ahead and add a title, you're going to turn on axis title, and that side should appear. You should be able to double click it and then add your title. So this is going to be average number of species. And then I'm going to do the same thing for my horizontal axis. I'm going to scroll up. Horizontal axis. Go ahead and go into axis title. And it goes ahead and it gives me that. So usually you kind of have to play with it. Mouse, bird. Usually you might have to like add some spaces so that it's right under, and that's a tough thing about bar graphs. So you guys will go ahead and you will see something like that, and that is what you are usually going to see. So for my horizontal, I don't want to display the axis, so that gets rid of that one that I have, and that goes ahead and titles it, as well as you have the legend as well. So you can go ahead and you can have those graphs with your standard deviations and the standard deviations that matches your data.